Lesson 21, Connecting Words and Pictures. Learning target. Use information from the pictures and words in a story to help you better understand the characters, setting, and plot. Read. Words and pictures or illustrations work together to help you better understand what happens in a story. They can give you details about the setting or where the story takes place. Words and pictures help you know what the characters are like. They also help you understand the plot or what is happening in a story. Let's look at some of the new words that we learned here. We have illustrations. We know from previous lessons that illustrations are very much like pictures only drawn. We have the word setting, and I'm going to use my context clues. The word or tells me that the author is going to tell me what setting means. Setting is where the story takes place. I already know that characters are the people or animals in a story, mostly fiction stories. And the plot is a little bit of a new word for us. Plot means what is happening in a story. So they're kind of like events. Next it says, read the sentences and look at the illustrations. What do the pictures tell you that the words do not? Sometimes we need both to figure out what's going on. So let's take a look. In picture 1, it says, I don't want to go on the roller coaster, said Allison. Oh, come on, said her mom. It'll be fun. And I'm guessing that this person right here is Allison. I know this because the words tell me that she doesn't want to go on the roller coaster. And I'm looking at the expression on her face. Her face is telling me that she looks terrified and she doesn't really want to go. She's even leaning backwards. Now I'm going to look at picture 2. As it turned out, her mom was right. Sort of. That sort of means that she was a little bit right, but she was a little bit wrong. Now, what helps me decide that she was sort of right? Well, I'm looking at Allison, our character who was scared in picture 1, and she looks like she's having a great time. But now I'm also looking at Mom, and she doesn't look like she's having too much fun on this roller coaster ride. She looks pretty scared. Even Dad looks a little nervous. So I'm guessing that's what they meant by sort of. Let's go to the next page. It says, think. Look again at the pictures and words. Finish the chart to show what each adds to the story. So I'm looking at the titles of my chart and I see what the sentences tell. In picture 1, it tells Allison doesn't want to go on the ride. Okay, and when I looked at the picture, it sure looked like she didn't want to go on the ride at all. Okay, how do I know? Well, her face looks terrified and her body is leaning backwards, not forwards, not towards the roller coaster. Her body was leaning away from the roller coaster. So that's what I would write here, what the picture shows. I'm going to move my text box. For those of you who don't know, you can do this, you can, and you can write right in here in the text. She looks very afraid. Okay, we can also say that, I'm going to move my box over here. We can also say she leans back. And as a reader, I know that when somebody's leaning backwards away from something, they definitely don't want to do it. Okay, now picture 2, the sentence tells me that Allison's mom was partly right, and partly is a big word here. Okay, but then the picture tells me that Allison had fun. Mom and Dad were scared this time. Okay? Thank goodness that they showed me pictures and gave me words. Because when I first saw the words, it said, I don't want to go on the roller coaster. And by looking at her face, I was able to figure out why. And in picture 2, I was able to figure out what Mom meant by being sort of right. She was not happy being on that roller coaster. She was not having it. Okay, boys and girls, good luck. The next story that you're going to be reading is called Mr. March and the Moose. If you have any questions at all about using illustrations and words to help you understand reading, please feel free to email me. And have a great day.